Good morning, everybody. This is English 060, College Preparatory Writing. As you can tell, I'm not there right now. Marilyn Planner was kind enough to sub this morning, but I am your regular instructor. My name is Jenny Kearns, and I wanted to take this opportunity to go ahead and go over the syllabus with you and kind of clarify some things within it. This is a really, really important part of the class. It's kind of the contract. This is how I tell you I'm going to do things, and this is what I expect from you. And so understanding the syllabus is really, really important. In fact, I'm assigning to you right now, your first assignment is to come to class on Monday with 3 different questions, either about something you saw in the syllabus or just general questions about how we're going to do things in class. So I'm going to be looking over this direction at the syllabus on my screen as we go back and forth here. The first page has my contact information. You'll find my phone number, my email address. I'm in office room 127. When I'm not there, though, I'm in the Academic Achievement Center most of the time, so I'm actually really easy to find on campus. But my office hours are listed there. I have office hours in the morning from 8:50 to 10:10 on Mondays and Wednesdays, some Thursday afternoons, Friday mornings, and then Friday afternoons. So they're kind of sprinkled around the week. But like I said, even if you can't find me in my office, I'm often in the Academic Achievement Center. Let's see, this class meets from 11:15 to 12:10 in room 130B. Let's see what else here. The object of the course is to help students improve their writing so that they can successfully complete required composition courses. As you see, it goes into more detail there, but the main idea is college preparatory writing is for students who, a lot of students start with Composition 1 and they shouldn't. How's that? I have a lot of students who'll start with Comp 1 and it doesn't work out, and then they end up taking the class you're taking right now, and then that prepares them better for Composition 1. So if you're in this class, you probably made a good decision for yourself to take the time to brush up on those English skills before going forward to those more complex classes. We will not just talk about writing, we'll also talk about reading. Those skills go hand in hand, and if you struggle with writing, sometimes you struggle with being an active reader, and Marilyn's going to even start talking to you about active reading today because it's just really, really important. There is not a required text for this course. I have put together my own materials, and I'll share those with you as we go. We had a book, but I only used like a third of it, so I didn't think that was a very good value for you. We will be using Microsoft Word on all of our papers, and the expectation is that everything that you turn in will be in Microsoft Word. So most things you'll bring to class and hand in, but there are times when you'll submit things on Blackboard, and we'll spend some time Monday looking at Blackboard, make sure that you're comfortable with the way that the course is set up there. Let's see. Attendance. I will take attendance, and you'll get points for being part of the class and participating each time you're here. One of the biggest predictors of whether people are successful or not in my classes is attendance. If you're not here, you can't practice. We're going to do a lot of things where, as we work to building or to writing papers, we're going to start with those building blocks, the sentences, and we're going to start with simple sentences, then compound sentences, then complex sentences, and then go on to paragraphs, and then go on to essays. And these skills scaffold, and if you miss some of those lower level or days here when we're explaining something and we've moved on, it can be really, really difficult. And also people who don't attend tend not to do their homework either. So stay in class, do what you need to do, and this is a very user-friendly class. If you do what you need to do, you're going to be fine. So the rest of it, grading criteria here. 20% of the grade is our mechanics practice, when we do things with spelling, grammar, punctuation, that sort of thing. And then that's kind of those sentence structure time period too. Then we will you'll earn 20% of your grade in paragraph writing. Essay writing, these larger essays that we'll write toward the last third of the semester, are 40% of your grade. Again, that's what we're building toward. By the end of the class, you will write a documented MLA-style research paper with in-text citations and a works cited page, and I will walk you through every step of that. So, and the process is as important as the product here, because it's really a matter of just making sure that you understand those little building blocks that go into writing a paper like that. And that's what we're working toward, because that's the expectation when you get into composition 1 and 2, that that you do have a background in writing a documented essay, or putting essays together organizationally and that sort of thing. 10% of your grade is participation, and 10% will be your final, which usually, I kind of play with that a little bit, but usually it's a reflection. In fact, you're going to write, do a little reflective writing for me in these first couple of days, and I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to show it to you at the end of the semester, and I'm going to ask you to kind of look at how far your work has come in that time, and I think you'll be impressed with yourself. Most students are very, very happy with their progress. Next is the grading scale. It's a standard grading scale. I won't go into that too much. 93 on is an A, whatever. Let's see. Classroom conduct. Arrive on time. Be prepared for class. Participate actively. You're not going to get participation points if you're not doing what you need to do. Be respectful to others. Listen with care to directions. I'm not an instructor that says don't have your phone. I'll have my phone out here and there. But at the same time, you're paying to be here. So be here. Do what you need to do. Don't let those things become a distraction. And next, it goes into missed exams. I don't really do a lot of exams. To me, your papers are your exams. So we'll work on, what we need to do if you have an absence and we need to work around that. Just communication is really important. Late assignments, you have to talk to me for something to come in late. There are some things that I'll say, we've kind of moved on, but there are other things I'll say, no, I don't want you to move on until you've completed that assignment, because it's a building block. So each thing's a little different. There are opportunities for extra credit. A lot of those come from attending seminars and activities in the Academic Achievement Center, which I'll be telling you more about. So yeah, you can earn, 5 points here, 5 points there, up to like 20 points of extra credit. So we'll talk about those. Weather policy. Hopefully we won't have any cancellations for weather this early in the year. But we get into November and early December, and that can be a little dicey. So I would recommend signing up for the DMAC Rave service, which will let you know if anything's been called off, and it'll notify you right away if there's an issue on campus. I highly recommend that. If class is canceled, I will let you know as quickly as I can. I usually send out an email, and I often try to get, if there's someone available in the office, we actually even make phone calls whenever we can. Ultimately, like I said, we'll do whatever we can to let you know if something changes. You'll be getting our course schedule here shortly, and I'll already be giving you some dates that we won't have class, just because I will be attending a number of conferences and sessions in a leadership program. So I'll try to keep you up to date on exactly what is happening there. So the next part deals with academic dishonesty and plagiarism. Plagiarism is when you try to pass someone else's work off as your own. Or actually, it can also be unintentional. Sometimes students cite something incorrectly, or they don't realize that they needed to cite something. It's still plagiarism. We're going to talk a lot about what that means and how to avoid that as we get into the essay writing portion of the class. Let's see, important dates. The last date to drop the class, who would want to ever do that, but October 19th. You'll get a note on the 4th of November if you have a grade of C- or lower. In the back here, it's just more information about support services. I am also the Disability Services Liaison on this campus. So if you had accommodations previously, maybe in high school, or you've been diagnosed, with adult ADD or some other issues. I have students that deal with a lot of test anxiety. If you feel like you need accommodations to help you with those issues, talk to me and I can help you get those taken care of. And DMAC is really good about awarding accommodations to students who just need a little bit of help to conquer some of those challenges. Let's see. The rest of this you can read through. There's the note that the syllabus can be adapted, but I'm going to give you a course calendar in the first week or two with at least our first month of dates, because I don't want to go too far out, because each group is a little bit different as far as how long we need to spend on these different opening skills. So we'll play it by ear, and I'll keep you posted. And the rest of it, non-discrimination policy, if you ever feel like you're being discriminated against, there are contacts there for who you should speak to. Also, let's see, I think that gets us to the end. So please, I know that I didn't go over everything in it, but basically the idea is this is the class. This is what it looks like. I know you probably have more questions. I want you to have more questions. So don't forget to bring 3 questions in on Monday. Again, it can be about what you read in the syllabus, or it can be about, questions about how I'm going to do the class, or about how to submit assignments, but we'll take it from there. So welcome once again, and I look forward to working with you guys. Thanks for being patient in my absence, and I can't wait to meet you all. Have a good day.